I said before we should just start talking.
All right, let's go start talking.
I say I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. Ben loves Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, real quick. Let me tell you, we're taking it back to what is early 2000s?
Yeah, late 90s, mid to late 90s, early 2000s.
And you may say the glory years of wrestling was in the 80s, and I'm here to tell you it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It might have been Hulkamania. It might have given you... Well, that was later. That was later with NWO. That was Hollywood. That was Hollywood. But you can talk about Ric Flair. You can talk about Lex Luthor. And back to Ric Flair, the styling and profiling.
No.
I mean, come on. That was amazing. We're not trying to hate.
I'm not saying amazing. It was okay.
Ric Flair was okay?
No. Ric Flair. I'm sorry. I was thinking Lex Luthor. Ric Flair was.
Yeah, I was going to say Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan.
It's the Nature Boy.
Woo! There's no question that's more than okay.
And the old school wrestlers that were on point, you can't front on LOD. The greatest tag team of all time.
Can't front.
Where it goes down.
I like the Steiner brothers. Give me the Steiner brothers. Yeah, and he later turned into Big Papa Pump. Okay?
Yeah, you know?
But before, we do want you to know that this is Brandon Phoenix. I also hate Pitt on Instagram and on Twitter.
And let me say, the spiky shoulder pads for LOD was amazing. And I didn't forget, I am Jay and Fiend Jeremy. So, go ahead.
That's right. We're brothers. We are the Raspy Voice Kids. The question is not about the eras. Even though we're talking about the eras, the real question is who do you prefer? The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, who started out as Rocky Maivia, part of, what was their name?
We Are the Nation
of Domination. Yeah. With Farouk and them, or do you prefer Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Here's the thing. With The Rock, the first time I really recognized who The Rock was, and here's the thing. I don't watch wrestling because I was so entertained by wrestling.
If you smell...
That's what got me. It was the entertainment. I said I wasn't entertained. The actual wrestling, the back and forth, the actual wrestling in the ring wasn't what got me. It was the talking afterwards.
The talking.
It was a trash talk, just like in sports.
Yes.
So when The Rock, this is when he finally really made a stand. His hair was all frizzy and whatnot, but he came out and he gave Farouk a big picture of himself.
Yes. He said, "Go ahead, show the people, show the people."
No. That's what I started loving The Rock.
I love The Rock. All the banter, all of the talking, for sure. And his turn from heel to hero, amazing. The WWE, at that time, WWF, knew exactly what they were doing. They knew they had a star, and they did a great job.
All his sayings,
But can you get more rebel? Can you get more tough? Can you get more bad guy, good guy, than a guy who's wearing a leather vest, jorts, and drinking Steve Weisers?
And did you see how he walked? And look,
that broken glass.
Let's be for real. You can squash everything else. One of the greatest, and maybe we could talk about this. The greatest introductories.
The greatest introductory music.
Stone
Cold.
No. But you're talking. I'm talking about all sports. When the Bulls' lights went out.
Yes.
And
yeah, that was great. That was
amazing. When Clemson comes down and touches Howard's Rock.
Yeah, hard to beat.
No, there's a lot of things that are hard to beat. But when people are talking in the ring and all of a sudden,
the glass breaks.
I don't care who you are. You can lie if you want to. I don't care who you are.
Front if you want to.
The only thing that may be better than that, and I know we're not talking about him now, is when everybody was talking and all the lights went out.
Yes.
And the Undertaker came.
Undertaker, boom. Yes. Yeah. But even The Rock made fun of the Undertaker.
No. So for me,
he made fun of the Giant. The thing about The Rock that I love so much, and truth be told, is the truth about most wrestling heels and most wrestlers in general, is the irreverence, the lack of respect for anyone and anything that was in their way. And to make it funny, I remember my favorite thing The Rock ever said was he would say, "What do you think about the way things are happening today in wrestling?" And then the person would start to answer, and he'd say, "It doesn't matter what you think," and then he would continue whatever he was saying. So I was able to use that several times in my English class, 10th grade. Honors English, Mrs. Sayre, for some reason, she did not think it was anywhere near as funny as I thought it was. But Mrs. Sayre did not. Mrs. Sayre?
No.
Wonderful woman. She loved Rusty Wallace. I'll never forget that. But her biggest problem was she did not have a sense of humor. She also did not watch wrestling. And so I was removed from that class several times.
No. But
it was a great line from The Rock. It doesn't matter what you think.
No, there's so many great lines. When he says, "For the millions."
My God, and the millions.
What are you going to say? It's just so... It's so great. Like there's so many like the people's elbow when he's standing
The people's eyebrow, the people's elbow, the people's everything.
And the people's eyebrow, to go back to the people's eyebrow. How many of you looked in the mirror trying to squint your eyebrow up as high as you could to look like The Rock?
You tried your best.
The Brahma Bull. When he stood over the guy and he took the people's elbow pad off and threw it and waved both hands and went from. It was just amazing. Like, honestly, what do you think?
So
it doesn't matter what you think. I can't believe you fell for that.
I did. I started. He got me. He got me. He set me up. He got me. Set him up, knocked him down. I will give credit to Steve Austin though when I say the man came out on 4-wheelers.
No,
I mean the man came out. He would stun anybody and everybody with no remorse. It's really hard to beat either one of them.
This is a close race. This is Kobe, Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew he was going to try to say that. It is. All right.
You could have said Kobe and LeBron. Why would you say Kobe and Jordan?
Because one has 6, the other has 5 rings.
Okay, so Robert Horry is better than, right?
Oh, stop it. Please.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
Right.
What we're talking about is The Rock versus Steve Austin. In my opinion, I give it to The Rock. Dwayne Johnson, in my opinion, is the greatest entertainer in the history of wrestling, with Hulk Hogan being a close second.
Yeah, no, he's a great entertainer, and the thing is, the next closest person nowadays is probably Conor McGregor. We're not gonna get on that, but he can entertain.
But he's not a wrestler, and Conor's an amazing entertainer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm saying. So was The Rock.
Conor's an amazing entertainer who has no chance to beat Floyd.
All right.
I mean, he has as much chance to beat Floyd as Floyd's wife had to beat him, right?
So we're gonna go back to.
Hey,
Excuse me.
I don't feel bad for Floyd.
So,
he earned his reputation.
So,
he did it without real remorse. This is not our problem. This is his problem. You don't beat women. You never raise a fist to a woman.
So Jay Fiend has to talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin because Stone Cold Steve Austin was amazing. Honestly, like seriously, he comes to the ring, the glass breaks, he comes down, going back and forth, gets to the ring,
shaking his head.
After he stuns Vincent McMahon, yes, Vincent, he jumps on the quarter ropes. And somebody throws him a couple Steve Weisers. He pops the tops and drinks the right. I mean, what gets better than that?
I will say, to be fair, he spilled a lot of that beer, so I can't give him full credit for the Steve Weisers. But it was an impressive moment
and that's
every time.
The bottom line.
Because Stone Cold said so.
It's just, I don't know.
So where are you, The Rock or Stone Cold?
It's a very close race.
Okay, we have established that.
But I feel like it has to be. It definitely has to be The Rock.
The Rock.
He just.
And we're not talking about Jay-Z. The Rock.
No, it's definitely The Rock.
It's been The Rock. And anybody who says not The Rock, there's very few options. If you go Stone Cold, if you go Hulk Hogan, and some who go Ric Flair, I'll give you.
Stop with the Ric Flair.
That's about where I'll give you. After that,
no. Ric Flair is the Larry Bird of this whole thing. Great, amazing.
I mean, but have you heard Ric Flair? He's like, I can't keep.
Have you seen Larry Bird? He was amazing. Larry Bird was amazing. That's who he is. Okay. He's amazing. He's up there. He's in the conversation, but he's not quite there.
All right. I mean, he is in his belief 21-time champion. Officially, they say 16-time champion. Some people say 26-time champion.
They need to stop with all that.
Styling and profiling, keeping these alligators down. I mean.
Woo! Yeah, let me tell you something, brother. It's like his mouth couldn't close. Anyway.
No, I mean, all right. So
no, and we're almost done. But since I don't know if we're ever going to come back to this wrestling subject, I do want to give a shout out to Ryan Rollins.
Ryan Rollins, you the man, son.
He was the biggest fan I ever known. And I'm not even gonna say his name. You tell me if you know. He was the best there is, the best there was,
and the best there ever will be.
Who we talking about?
Tell us if you know. DM us, hit us with a tweet, hit us with a text, let us know. Thanks for listening and watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Check the links in the description for all our other media outlets.
And no matter what you do, no matter what you heard, no matter what we said, don't forget, we also hate Pitt.